like I said, I only got 3 segments today. Let's move into the question of the day. The question of the day, I need y'all active. I see this chat just showed up. Make sure everybody lean on the like button. It's no charge. It's no charge at all. So the question of the day today, who should know better? Who should know better? Oftentimes I always tell people, let me give y'all some context to this question because it seems vague, right? But there are people in your life that you will give grace because of their ignorance, right? So for example, you may be in the grocery store and somebody bump your cart hard as hell, almost like it was intentional. You know what I mean? And then when you turn around, you may still remain pleasant and calm and say, pardon me. You know what I mean? Excuse me. You know what I mean? Can you watch where you going, please? You may be polite about it, right? And then that person turn up and catch an attitude like they weren't in the wrong. Me personally, I'm going to give that person grace because you're a complete stranger. You're a complete and total stranger to me. So taking this interaction with you any further isn't worth it. I didn't even know you 12 seconds ago. I don't know you now. And to escalate this is to risk my freedom. I'm cool. But who should know better in your life? I want y'all to answer this in this way. Who should know better? Who are the people that you give less grace to because they know you and they should know better when they're dealing with you? Not something as frivolous as bumping into your cart, but just in general. Like I was watching the panel, shout out to Souls of Thought, Uncle Plug TV, and it's Conversation with Soft Rain. And Souls of Thought touched on this concept where he had said that what was it? He was saying that he was talking about giving grace, keeping calm. He was talking about he said, my kids, your kids should know better. Your kids should know better. Okay. That's in general. I'm talking about, okay, so in your adult relationships, who should know better? Who's the person that you don't give any grace to because you let them in? They know you for real. And then they do something that cross one of your boundaries. You like, shit, you supposed to know better. You know what I'm saying? Than to deal with me like that and to handle me like that. I oftentimes say, like, the people that you're going to get into it with is normally people you love because that's when it's worth it. A complete stranger, hey, we don't even know each other. We probably should be, crossing head. We probably should be conflicted. We don't know each other. We don't have no context on each other, no nothing. These interactions frivolous, they quick, they based on nothing. This shit can go left quick, right? But we shouldn't even allow that because it's not even worth it. But when somebody that you know and love, like for example, your best friend play with you, or your closest cousin play with you, or you know what I'm saying, somebody cross one of your boundaries and you feel like, you know me. Like, why you playing? So Soft Rain said your significant other should know better. I like that. So far we got my kids. We got your significant other. Soft Rain, take it a little further for me. They should know better in which regards? Souls of Thought says, oh, everyone gets grace. I have no expectations for individuals. How much grace? Does your grace run out? Let's take this a little further. I got a couple minutes for some nuance. But yeah, I would say honestly, like, anybody that you allow to be in, right? Like, I think that most people are guarded in some capacity and for not necessarily unhealthy reasons, but I think most people are guarded in some capacity. And for the people that you let all your guards down for, or your barriers, you know what I'm saying? And, when y'all cross hairs, you would expect for those people to deal with you in certain ways because y'all should know better about each other. Souls of Thought said it doesn't run out. I'll walk out. So your grace doesn't run out. You walk out. Isn't that your grace running out though? You walking out. Isn't that you like, my grace has run out. I'm going to remove myself from this situation. Or am I interpreting that wrong? But yeah, who should know better in your life? Miles Bowser, talk to me. The tears down, talk to me. Who should know better? Soul said, no, I just move on. Yeah, I feel you, man. Being able to be that gracious and to be at peace with being that gracious, you's a bad boy. I got a D mark on my grace. Souls of Thought said there was never any expectations. Yeah, expectations aside, because it's not too much that a human being could do that's going to surprise me. So I'm with you on that. I don't think there's anything that a human being could do that's going to surprise me at all. The tears down said your brothers, sisters, and best friends, even the ex or current, should know better. I like that list. I like that list a lot.
Classic.
I like that list a lot. But back to what Souls was saying, he said there was never any expectations. I still, even without having expectations for people, he said we have to do this for Sunday. All right, that's bet. We can run it back. I'm only gonna stand on this for a couple minutes. I'm gonna move into the code language because you know I don't got that much time. So he said if we're talking about who should, that is. I like your list, Cortez. I really do. You said your brothers, sisters, and best friends, even the ex or the current should know better. I like the fact that you added the ex too, because you know people relationships will break down and then the relationships end and they talk about you like they don't know better, like they don't know you for real. They'll talk about you like you a different version of yourself. Like, no, I'm still the same person you was in love with. Don't do that.
Classic.
I like your list, but there's a lot. It's very detailed and nuanced, and we can actually break that down further too on a panel. You know what I'm saying, when we get some time for sure. But yeah, so let's revisit this on Sunday. Who should know better? It's definitely some nuances that you can have to that. And then how do you handle when the people who should know better deal with you like they don't know better? How do you handle that? Do you deal with them differently from the people who are ignorant to you? Right? I'll let you in. You should know better. So do you reprimand them differently? Do you get triggered differently by the people who should know better versus those who you don't expect to know anything? The tears down. When we get time, let's do it. Oh, for sure. He said it goes back to your phrase, people are fickle. Oh, for sure. I'm with you, Souls. I'm agreeing with you. I'm just, you know, I'm pushing the conversation forward, but I'm agreeing with you for sure. People are very fickle. There's nothing that humans could do that's going to shock me. Not for real. The tears down. The consequences that outsiders get passes on in most cases that I've seen. Yeah, I agree, Tez. I think there's a huge difference. Like the consequences that I administer to the people on the list of you should know better versus the consequences for somebody that's a complete and total stranger, totally different. If you on the you should know better list and I gotta administer some form of a consequence for some interaction we having, that shit gonna be way more harsh than what I'm gonna do with a stranger. I'm gonna give a stranger more grace. We just don't know each other and we don't need to get to know each other. You go that way, I'm gonna go this way. But for somebody that's inside your realm, inside your bubble, you know what I mean? That's a little different. So as the thought said, only my daughter. I like that. At least you got somebody in there,
Classic.
though. Okay. Hey, we starting to break through. We starting to break through. So Souls is what you say? So what Uncle Plug call you, a sociopath? We breaking through the sociopathic bubble.
Classic.
He does have feelings, guys. He does. Souls the thought said she's the only one raised under my expectations. I feel that though. I feel that. Soft Rain said anyone that know you personally should know better. How many people? Yeah, I agree.
Classic.
I agree. It's definitely something that we could dive further into. Souls of Thought said from birth to earth. Yeah. For sure. I get that. My man got a short list. Hey, Cortez came with the long list. Souls came with the abridged version. Yeah, let's get all the rest of these names up out of there. Just my shorties. I feel that though. But that's the question of the day, man. We're gonna tap back in on this and dive into it when we got like extensive amount of time to really get off into this one, because it seemed like this one got us wanting to talk. Souls of Thought said they all have residue. That's a fact. They all got residue. Yeah. Residue everywhere. Slave residue, failure residue, all type of residue. Miles Bachelor said, not many in my world. Maybe somebody who helped me with no strings. Miles said it ain't too many people around him that should know better. Shit, so Miles, would that mean that you fairly closed off then? If you don't have that many people in your world that should know better when I'm talking about know better as far as dealing with you, they should know better. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have that many people that should know better, does that mean you not really letting people in? Just trying to make sure I'm getting that right. But yeah, we gonna move off from that. We got to get into the code language, and then I got a jet chat. But I definitely wanted to make sure I showed up for y'all today, like I try to do every day. We got a premiere coming later too, so make sure y'all catch that. I think at 6:30 I got a premiere dropping, so make sure y'all enjoy that for me. So as the thought said, hit the like button. I like off Classic better. Send the super chats. For sure, for sure. Gratitude. Miles Bachelor said, I can count all my true friends with half a hand. Boy, my circle got that little too. My circle so small it ain't even a circle. Miles, you my type of guy.
Classic.
My circle so small it ain't even a circle. It ain't even got no circumference. That shit like a crescent moon, gang. Straight up, straight up. I'm kind of enjoying it too. I can't lie. I'm kind of enjoying that shit.
Classic.
But yeah, that's the question of the day. That's the question of the day. So if you like what you just saw, support the channel. Make sure you subscribe, like, and jump in the comments. Talk to me so we could crack these codes. If you want to support the channel monetarily, go to my website and cop some merch, www.theclassiccodes.com. Or you can shoot me a cash app. Either way, stick to the codes.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Weathered the winters when left in the cold. Harden my heart and now harden the flow. They don't